Hello everyone, nice warm late March day. It is Wednesday, March 25th, year 2026. Okay, latest video of stuff I have for sale. Well, I've had these for sale I think on Facebook Marketplace and probably Craigslist. Okay, we got a Toro 5XI tiller. Attachment 79375 is the model number. I had two of them. Those geese are noisy. And I sold the other one just about an hour ago. Boy, lots of geese flying around out here. So I sold the other one about an hour ago. This one is missing the rear flap. It's got a dent on the back. I have not ran this one. Okay, when I'm all about honesty, not trying to scam anyone. Honesty, pure honesty. Okay, see, that pulley has a wobble to it. So, I got this one on a trade from a guy I've done business with several times. Good guy. I didn't look over it very well, but anyway, it's a nice guy. I'm not going to say his name. Traded a mower deck for this, and those ag tires back there. Those ag tires are not for sale right now. Okay, so this is the tiller attachment. That's the pulley boxes, Toro calls them, mule drive. And that's what goes under the belly. If you don't have a rear axle attachment bracket, you will need one to use this tiller. I don't think I have the belt for it. But you will need a rear axle attachment bracket. I do have a used one I'll sell for 80 bucks. The other one that I had loose, I sold with the other tiller about an hour ago. So this one missing the rear flap. It's got the dent on the back. Let's see. Okay, you will need, there's a cable. It's missing a cable. Sell this one for $300. I sold the other one for $350 an hour ago. Okay, this is a single stage snowblower. 79365 is the model number, and I do have the crank rod for it. I got to find it in the barn. There's also an L-shaped arm that comes up on the side that holds the crank arm. I have that in the barn. There's also an arm that comes up from back here, goes to the lift to lift it up when you're using it, when you're not blowing snow. I have that in the barn. I'll just have to dig it out. $350 for this one. This one, I think I bought it down in Red Wing, fall of, can't remember, it's fall of 24, I think, or wasn't last fall. It was fall of 24, maybe fall of 23. I don't remember. But this one, previous owner, oh, that's right, the guy bought the tractor from a dealer. And this came with it, came with the tractor. He didn't need a snowblower because he had another tractor with a snowblower on it, and that's when I bought it. But I'm selling almost all my lawn equipment. So this one at $350, of course, including the rods that I got inside the barn. I have not used this one. I haven't used that tiller. Okay, this is, I think I had this one in a video a few days ago. I'll just show it again. This is another Toro 5XI transaxle. This is the one that I got from a guy in northern Illinois. Met him in Janesville, Wisconsin, March of 24. So it came with a 520 LXI parts tractor with 1,258 hours. You know, one of my 3 parts tractors. He thought that the hydro pump was good. He wasn't sure, so I'm not sure. So make offer. Make offer. I don't know how hard. I know I see in the internet people are looking for these fans. I don't know how hard it is to get that hub off. You know, if I could get that hub off easily, then I would sell the fan on eBay. But this is an as-is for parts or repair. Don't know if the pump is good or not. So I'm always about being open and honest with what I have for sale. You know, you don't like getting screwed. I've gotten screwed a few times. I don't like getting screwed. I don't like hearing back from people saying, you didn't tell me about this flaw or that flaw. Just be honest. So that's the way I do things. Just be honest. And okay, I don't know how many videos. I think I've done multiple videos on this 523 DXI with just 65.8 hours on it. And yeah, the engine, most everything from the engine has been sold. I was going to save the wiring harness. You know, the power steering unit, that's for sale. I have multiple people interested in this thing right here. You know, until today, this tractor was sitting in the barn, in the grain bin all winter. No heat in there, but I have yellow like 8.5 by 14 pads with lists of people's names and numbers and what different parts they want off this tractor. I had the transaxle at $750 or best offer. Nobody bit. I'd sell the transaxle, you know, the axle along with the hydrostatic pump motor. I'd sell it for $500. I just can't see myself going lower than $500 on that. Doesn't include those wheels or tires. Those tires and wheels are going to probably go in my 522XI before I start mowing. Okay, as I was going through the barn, I didn't remember I had this. This is a belt for the 2-stage 79366 snowblower. You know, again, a Toro 5XI, so we got a 100-4164. I've looked on eBay. There's people have listing them at like $75 and up. I think there's 4 of them. Well, this one would be, yeah, this would be NOS. I'm going to bring this one home with me. Let's see. Yeah, 270-12014. So I'll be bringing this one home with me. I have a few parts at home, not a huge amount of parts at home. I live in an apartment, so I can't be bringing all this stuff with me. Well, anyone looking for any more steering parts, yeah, I got both the 520 LXIs to dismantle. Yeah, one has, like I said, 1,258 hours. The other one has, I think, 680 hours. But those are my spare parts tractors. Those are getting dismantled for parts and sold. I think I'll have 2 mower deck mule drives to sell. I got a grill on eBay with 1 bit and 3 washers. What is it? Yeah, that auction for that's going to end this Saturday, March 28th. What else? I sold, what did I sell? Oh, I sold a muffler from a 520 LXI last week. I got to box it up and ship it out. These are mower decks from, I don't know, like 1238 XLs. I mean, I've had them on Craigslist at 25 bucks a piece. The black 38-inch mower deck. Probably going to take the chute off and put that on eBay. Take the double pulley off. Maybe put that on eBay. I surely don't want to scrap the two red decks. But I think those came off like, you know, 1238 XLs or 1338 XLs. I was going to build, I had a design for a mower deck. Well, I was going to modify the curve in the deck so it went in like that. And I had a design for where like there'd be three of these side by side and overlapping, but they would fold, they would twist, so you can make them narrower. But anyway, that's for another day to describe that. Trying to think if there's anything in here that I'm gonna sell. Okay, there's a dash tower for Toro 264-6. Not sure if I'm gonna sell the generator. I got that from my mom's friend 6 years ago this month. I gotta put a fuel shutoff valve on it and run it. It hasn't been ran in 15 or 20 years. It does turn over. Probably gonna keep one or two of my walk behind snowblowers. But the plan, like I said in several of my videos, is I'm selling the lawn equipment, except for my Boland's Villa. And I'm moving out of Stillwater by the end of the year 2026. Just move, just start over somewhere else. Get away from certain people. Just can't say anything more than that. I don't have any spare front wheels with a tire on it that holds air to sell right now. Eventually I will have, as I get tractors taken apart, I will have some front wheels that I can sell. I think those front wheels from Toro, if you can still get them, are probably $100 a piece. Yeah, I got a Toro 26 inside the barn. I got a Toro 266H. The engine on it to sell, the transaxle out of it to sell. I'm going to be a busy guy this year, getting rid of stuff, selling stuff. I've just had a lot of stuff stored for many years that I and hardly ever use and not going to get to. Projects I haven't gotten to. I think I bought those 15 or 20 years ago. Haven't used them. I did sell, yeah, I think it was last year. Last year I'd sold a 38-inch deck for 260 series. Sold pretty quick. A guy drove over an hour from Wisconsin to buy it from me, and probably could have gotten more for it. Yeah, these are 5XI rear wheels and tires. I don't know if I'm going to put tubes in them or not. I don't know, but through this year I'm selling everything, basically everything, getting rid of stuff. Just, going to have a smaller footprint of stuff that I possess and that I store, that I never use, that kind of thing. I'm just getting too old I just don't have the energy or time to get to all of these projects. And let's go inside the barn. Yep, it's a mess. Okay, here we go. There we go. This is the thing. This is the thing that goes under the belly of the tractor that holds the crank rod. This is the thing that goes under. Oh no. Yeah, okay. The lower part of the bar goes under the tractor for the crank rod. The crank rod goes through here. This is what goes from the lift for the Toro 5XI up to the back of the snowblower. Okay, now I'm sure I got a crank rod back in there or back in there because years what, 2018? Yeah, okay. There's the mule drive from another 79365 that's on the back of a Snapper 52-inch commercial mower deck. I was building a front deck conversion, didn't work on it last year. I have several people interested in the front blade. That's not going to be sold until I'm selling the 522XI and the 520XI. So, okay, yeah, I do have one rear axle attachment bracket on the back of the 680-hour 520LXI. And I need one on the back of this tractor to have the blade on. I have several videos on YouTube on the 48-inch front blade and that locator kit that I put on. Let's see. Okay. Here's another mower deck mule drive. So I got one at home. I have 4 of them right now. So I need one for, I got 2 5XI 52-inch mower decks. Going to keep one for this tractor, one for the 520XI. And then the 2 extras I'm going to sell. What else? What else? Okay. Yeah, I think I had videos I put up in the last week or two. Those are 260 series Toro 52-inch mower decks, parting them out, keeping the center and right spindles, selling the left spindles, you know, the ones that sit high, selling covers. I'm going to need to keep the chutes for my 2 5XI 52-inch decks. I got to dig this 520LXI out of here back and remove the hood. If someone looking for headlight assembly, but I got stuff in the way and I need to go home and package the muffler I sold on eBay. I have one guy out in New York interested in the engine off of this tractor, but there's it had a light fire, some damage on the, I don't know if it was plastic that melted on top of the left valve cover or what, but I got to pull it back, remove the hood, get a better look, because I'm honest. I don't want to screw people. I don't, you know, nobody likes getting screwed. I've been screwed in the past multiple times. Nobody likes being screwed, so why not be honest? I'd like to elaborate on that subject, but I can't. I can't go into detail about that right now. But anyway, 260 series cab, make offer. The back window's broken out. You're going to have to replace it. I do have a roll of the soft clear plastic that's flexible. Don't know if it's big enough for it. Look through my videos. I got a video of that in the last week. I got what remains of MTD. Darn, I think it was a white 4-wheel steer. Back in there, you can see the engine, a white 4-wheel steer lawn tractor with a 14-horse Vanguard. I sold the rear axle off of it. Must have been 15 years ago. Yeah, I bought 2 of them. Drove down to southwest Minnesota, Mountain Lake, Minnesota, fall of 2004. Bought 2 of them. This Craftsman has a 20 horse Intech Briggs. I got to put a starter in it. I got that tractor about 2017. I got a 16 horse Vanguard engine. I got an 18 horse Vanguard engine. What else? I got this Toro walk behind. It's self-propelled. I think it's a front drive, self-propelled. I might be getting one of my Snapper walk behinds running. I'm thinking see if I can put this Honda engine on it, get that running, and then probably sell that one. I got that one from a family that used to live in the apartment above me. Okay, there's the fender and one tire of the 266H. Right back there, that's the 1258 hour 520 LXI. With the other one I'm parting out. I have some miscellaneous Toro walk behind, commercial walk behind mower parts, gas tanks back there. Once in a while I get people asking just to come and look at all my stuff, and the answer is no. If you want to buy a certain thing I have for sale, yes. But to give a tour, kind of like it's Disneyland, nope. We're not doing that. So anyway, I think I got a board with the numbers on it, and let's see. Okay, anyway, I got another one with that on it. Well, I guess that's about all I can think of. What else? Yeah, just plans and selling everything and moving. I'm trying to think. Oh, I got the engine for the 264-6 with the electric PTO stuck on the shaft. That's in the other barn. That one is a make offer. That one has about 1,100 hours on it. I got that one about 2018 or so. That engine ran beautifully. That's the last time I've seen it ran. That one is a make offer. I'll have to dig it out from behind my 2011 Ford Ranger. So, oh wow, almost 23 minutes we're going. And look at all that stuff I've saved over the years. I don't know. Probably some of it will just get scrapped when I move. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Yeah, I will find the crank rod for that snowblower. Thanks for watching. Got to turn off the lights in the messy barn. Yep, stuff accumulates. All right, thanks for watching. See you. Bye.